What's up, everybody? FTWitachi here, you know what it is, and thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in to the Lunar Festival World of Warcraft guide. As you guys know, I basically, this past Q4 of 2024, as well as now throughout 2025, I've decided to redo all of our World of Warcraft guides. So if you're wondering what happened to the old ones, well, I've removed them, and we now have just one video showcasing everything. It got to the point to where the past couple of years, especially when Dragonflight got released, there was like little bits and cosmetics to here and there thrown and basically added, and I was making like 1 to 3 minute videos every single year with updates. Some events have 4 different videos for one event, and I'm like, you know what? It's time, because the original videos came from like 10 years ago, so we're here. With every year, the Druids of Moonglade hold celebrations of their city's great triumph over an ancient evil. During the Lunar Festival, citizens of Azeroth have the opportunity to honor their elders by celebrating their sage wisdom, sharing in magnificent feasts, and of course, shooting lots of fireworks. A little bit of extra details as well. The Lunar Festival is a very main hardcore, The Lunar Festival is a very core and main world event, and it is held every single year. Usually around Chinese New Year, because that's kind of what this is based upon. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get on in. Alright, first things first, you are going to realize that there are holiday enthusiast NPCs. Almost all core main in-game events have these. They basically get put into pretty much any main city or major city, and it'll give you the quest called the Lunar Festival, and it's basically a breadcrumb quest. You don't need to do it. If you start the actual quest, which is the next part I'll show you, this quest will no longer be available for you if you complete the next part. But if you want, it's just basically saying, hey, Lunar Festival's going on, get your butt to the other major city and get to it. Alrighty, so we are here. We are in the center of Orgrimmar. We are on top. It does show the quest mark over there, but the NPC is here. Again, you're not going to get anything for that. This next part, if you do this next quest, that previous quest will not be available for you. Lunar Fireworks, which will be given the Lunar Festival invitation, which takes us to where the actual partaking of this Lunar Festival is, which is in Moonglade, for those of you that don't know. We're going to launch 8 Lunar Fireworks and 2 clusters. You'll be buying that from the local festival vendor here. 2 clusters, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 fireworks. You'll see that there's these little firework launchers here. Just go ahead, keep spam clicking on them, and then you will eventually get this quest completed. I decided to pick different colors and variations. Why? I don't know. For the vibes. For the vibes. Sometimes you do things for the vibes, you know what I mean? So 2 clusters are done, as well as the 8 fireworks, which now allows us to get the Lunar Festival invitation. We're going to be using that to get over to Moonglade. And we got to be inside this light. So let's head on over. Alright, we are here in Moonglade. We are in Nighthaven on the top right hand side. We have Valadar's Star Song. Let's go ahead and turn in that quest. We got Elun's Blessing. We're going to go ahead and summon Omen and defeat him to gain Elun's Blessing. And that is pretty much going to be the end of the main questline for this event. Alrighty, so I have visited this Lunar Festival vendor. We're here on the bottom left hand side of Moonglade. I'm going to be purchasing a stack of 20 clusters, because there is a cluster launcher next to Omen where you utilize these clusters in order to summon it. So I'm going to head on over there and I'll catch you guys there. Alright, we are now here on the bottom right-hand side of Moonglade. You can see that I've already got the quest done, but I still want to showcase you guys on how to summon Omen. You can see that there's these minions of Omen here that are nearby. Those are to be killed in order to summon Omen. But in order to summon a bunch of minions, you just go ahead and utilize these rocket clusters next to this rocket cluster launcher. And it'll just keep spawning more and more of these minions of Omen throughout this little bottom right-hand side of the location of where Omen spawns. So I'm just going to go ahead and utilize a stack of 20. I don't know how many rocket clusters are going to be needed, but a quick and easy stack of 20 has done it for me in the past. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and kill some of these minions of Omen with the local peeps around me here. And then that should bring us Omen from out of the waters right here in front of me. Now, it's a random spawn from killing these minions, but you'll notice pretty much right away once it has appeared. So let's go ahead, kill these minions, and then once Omen has decided to want to peek its head out of the waters, we'll go ahead and bring you guys back. Yay! I called it! I knew. That one, my pet's killing that one over there, but for some reason I had a feeling it was gonna get spawned right there and then. But yeah, just kill a few minions of Omen, and eventually Omen itself as the boss for the event will eventually reappear from out of the waters. But again, in order to get these minions to start appearing, just go ahead and fire off some rocket clusters here that you can buy from the NPC that I have shown you. There's many other rocket firework NPCs out there, but those are definitely the closest to this given location. And make sure you go ahead and put your character within that little moonlight there, and you will be good to go. Alright, we've returned. We've made it back. Night Haven. Let's go ahead and get this quest turned in. We're going to be given an Illumin's Lantern, which is a usable toy. You'll be given a Lunar Festival Fireworks Pack, which just contains an assortment of fireworks as well as solid stone. Alrighty team, we are here with Lunar Preservation. This is to perform the rite of the moon at the moon wells scattered all around the world, and I mean all around the world. You're going to be doing a lot of flying for this. And you can find them in Ashenvale, Fellwood, Feralis, Moonglade, Stone Talon Mountains, Duskwood, as well as Mount Hyjal. If you let the Blessing of the Moon expire, which is the buff that you're going to have, you will have to start over. That's how the quest is supposed to be. However, currently, people have lost the buff, been able to turn it in still, and been good to go. So, hey, ease what it is. I'm just giving you guys a heads up. If you do lose the buff and you can't continue, that is exactly why. However, this quest series requires you to basically travel all the world, just going to these moon wells, and this is what's going to allow you to transmog the Flower of Crowns all year round. And you can find the required moon wells in this part of the video, which I'm going to be going to every single one and showcasing you guys when we get to each and every single area on my alt. Yes, I'm on a demon hunter whose bars are a complete mess and everything's an absolute disaster. Because if you scroll down, it says your warband has previously completed this quest. My warlock completed this years and years ago. And yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna do it again just for video purposes because sadly my warlock cannot and will not see this quest ever again. However, I will get coins of ancestry that's going to be just enough to buy one of the toys that I need. So, yes, this currency is not warband or warbound, but I still can use it to spend. Let's put it that way. And you can't trade it because it's also bind on pickup currency, so that kind of sucks. So sometimes doing this on an alt or for a second time might be a little bit pointless, just letting you know. But let's go ahead and pick up this quest, and I'll catch you at the first one. It'll be the first moon well, I believe. Go ahead and utilize that. And that is the one in Moonglade at the northern peak of Night Haven. So that's the first one, right next to the quest giver. We got like 7 more to go. Alright, next one at the Whispering Grove here in Fellwood. This character had... Bro, I haven't even touched this Demon Hunter in expansions on expansions, bro. He hasn't explored shit, too. I hate doing things on ults, especially ones that I don't play. Alright, this whole place, this whole thing is a moonwell. I never knew that. That's interesting. We're here in Hyjal, by the way, just south of Nordrasil. Alright, another moonwell here, and for those of you wondering, we are now in Ashenvale, just next to this volcano thing, to the right. Alright, and moonwell number 5 is actually still in Ashenvale, just a little bit more south. A lot closer to, I would say, Rainwood Retreat. Ooh, I see a rare spawn. But we are here in Stone Talon Peak, in Stone Talon Mountains. Let's go ahead and pop the next one. We're actually almost done with this quest line. Thank God the majority of them are very close to each other. Alright, we are here in Feralis, just pretty much in Dire Mall, but technically just south of it. And I believe, don't quote me yet, but there should be only one more. And sadly, I believe it's also gonna be far away. To the Twilight Grove as well as Duskwood, that this is the final Moonwell. Yay! Alright, we gotta go back to Moonglade. We made it back! Let's go. We are back in Moonglade, and that is basically the whole quest line. You can now transmog your crowns, your flower crowns, that is. Get a little bit of gold, as well as your 25 points of advantage. And now that we have completed that, we now have 4 new quests. Crown of Courage, Prosperity, Dark Blossoms, and Good Fortune. This is going to give you a little bit of gold as well as a cosmetic crown. These are the same crowns that you can purchase from the vendors. However, these are the cosmetic learnt versions. So you can now transmog these all year round. Yeah, I'm going to pick up these and get them done for video purposes. But again, you're basically just going to be traveling all over Azeroth, collecting freaking flowers. Oh, it's a pain. Alright, so we're here in Winter Spring. We're here for the Crown of Good Fortune quest, and we are here to basically just look for some flowers. All 4 of these quests are going to be basically the same thing. You're just going to be searching for flowers in different parts all throughout Azeroth. And again, they're also going to be very easy to spot because of their glow. But you're going to need 3 of all of them. I believe, yes, that is the case. You're going to need 3 of all of them. So I'm going to just take you guys to each and every single location and catch you at the next one. Okay. Oh, I see everything, all of them that I need. Crown of Good Fortune, set 2 here in Dunmorrow, one of my favorite leveling zones and starting zones in World of Warcraft. I do apologize, Critter, but it was hella worth. Third and final for the Crown of Good Fortune, we are here in Hillsbrad in the snowy ruins of Alturak. Let's go ahead and gather our 3 here. These ones are very, very spread out, which is very annoying, but not much we can do about it. Not much we can do about it. If they were closer, that would have been great, but is what it is. Alright, Northern Barrens. We're here with another quest. This is going to be the start of the Crown of Prosperity. Go ahead and grab the flowers that are going to be within the vicinity here. There you got another triple, another trio. I see one right in front. The second set for Crown of Prosperity. We are here in Ungoro Crater. Another trio of flowers together. Yay. Lovely. Get me there. Alright. Last but not least, we got the Cape of Stranglethorn in the northern area of the Cape for the Crown of Prosperity. This is going to be the last 3 flowers that we're going to need for this quest. Go ahead and gather these quick. There we go. This is the only positive from going on my Demon Hunter than my Warlock is the fact that he does have that good movement. Alright, another start to another quest. We are here in Mulgore, and this one's going to be for the Crown of Courage. Not much difference from the other ones, I'll tell you that much. Get me over there! Thank God for the Demon Hunter capability of movement. Of Courage, we're here in Hinterlands. These are hella big boy flowers, but as you can see with that big long gap, they are extremely spread out, which is very annoying. Having to mount and dismount every 2 seconds is not the vibes, but hey. One more set, one more to go after we get this next flower. There we go. Oh my gosh, Eversong Woods. No fly zone, by the way. Getting here was just abysmal. And also it's a big area, so you're not. Oh my gosh! I just tried to double space bar to fly. Are you? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm arguing. Blizzard, who decided to put it here? I need to know. I need to know. Come on, please. Are you kidding me? I couldn't get a little bit lucky there. Bro, I'm actually not finding it. Got one. Yes. Alright, catch you all in Moonblade. Alright, and now in Desolace for the start of the final quest, Crown of Dark Blossoms. Same strat. Just gotta gather the blossoms, gather the flowers here. Is that one? Yes. The less I have to pull, the better. The Crown of Dark Blossoms here in Duskwood in the Brightwood Grove. Not really seeing that many here though, which is a bit annoying. Oh, that was a fucking skunk. No! I see one. I see one. It's so far though. Hella far. Don't tell me I'm in combat. Okay, good. Oh wow, they're really spread out. Hella spread vibes. Oh, we found it. Last one. Alright, the third and final for the Crown of Dark Blossoms. We're here in the Silver Pine Forest. I'm not gonna lie, they did a good job matching zones to each crown. And what I mean by that is, we're in the Dark Blossoms, bro. We're in the Silver Pine Forest. Alright, we've arrived back. We are able to turn in our quest. Again, with each one, you are going to be getting some gold as well as a cosmetic helm. Thank you all very much for dropping by and tuning in with this quest line. Like, oh my gosh, was this a long one. But hey, once you've got it done once, you'll never have to do it again, right? Alrighty, team. For the next part of this video, we're going to be honoring every single elder that is currently available to us in-game. We're going to be starting off here in Booty Bay on the Cape of Stranglethorn, the southern coast of Eastern Kingdoms. We'll complete every single one in Eastern Kingdoms. This is going to include those that are Horde specific, Alliance specific, whether they're in dungeons, whether they're in different expansions. If they're available and they're in the Eastern Kingdoms, that is where we will begin. We will then make our way over to Kalimdor. We'll then head on over to Northrend, Dragon Isles, and then of course Khazalgar. I'll also include the ones that are in Deepholm, aka the Maelstrom, in Eastern Kingdoms part as well, just to give you a heads up. But other than that, none of the other expansions and none of the other continents and zones have these elders, except for, again, Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, Northrend, Dragon Isles, and Khazalgar. So without further ado, let's go. part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and showcase you guys, again, my favorite thing of every in-game event, and that is the vendors. Because these vendors, they have all the goodies, they have all the collectibles. Now, there's a couple of vendors for this event. We're going to be starting off with the Lunar Festival vendor. Now, you can see that there is two just on my screen right here and now, and we are still here in Moonglade. This is the exact same vendor that I purchased those rocket clusters in order to summon Omen from. However, you'll also notice that these Lunar Festival vendors are in your faction's major city where you started the quest line. But I'm going to show it to you from this character and this NPC's point of view, and then of course we'll get to the major NPCs and vendors that sell all of the goodies. However, starting off, you'll notice that you can purchase some Moonglow, you can get some festival firecrackers, you can get a small blue rocket, green rocket, as well as a red rocket, and of course, in regards to the clusters, you can get a blue, green, and red. Now you might be wondering, why did I skip that first item? Well, it's because it's brand new. However, before we get on into that, there is an item on this vendor's list that I have already purchased, and it's no longer showcasing it to you guys. However, it is the Winding Slitherdrake's Lunar Festival armor, and it costs 50,000 gold. You do not need any of the currency from the event to be able to purchase it. It's straight up a 50,000 gold sink, and I'll go ahead and showcase you guys what that looks like in just a second. But now, we got the newest item, which is a mount, which is called the Lunar Launcher, which looks like this. A little Year of the Dragon type of vibe. It is basically a reskin of the many rocket mounts in the game, but it's got its Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, Lunar Festival little skin wrapped around it as a dragon, which is actually very, very cool. And of course, got the little firework glare on the back there, which is kind of cool as well. So it costs 75 of the coins of ancestry, which again is the main currency for this event. Again, that's what you can get from this vendor. Really quick to show you guys that 50k dragon riding cosmetic. It is the Winding Slitherdrake, and let's go to armor. We got the body armor here, which you can see. Gives you that little Lunar Festival red and gold look. And of course you have the head armor, which is going to give you that little Lunar Festival dragon-like crown. So very, very cool if you're looking and interested in sinking 50k gold into a dragon riding cosmetic for your Winding Slitherdrake. Alright, now we're not at the major vendors just yet. We're just slightly below them. They're actually up there. But we're here with Jafan, the crafter. And he actually came around like 2 years ago, I believe. He sells star lanterns, which are these lanterns that he was summoning until I decided to speak to him. For only 1 coin of ancestry, it is a collectible. You get to summon a star lantern that floats off into the sky. It is these lanterns that he is shooting, which you can see floating off into the sky before us. Next up, we got Valadar Starsong, who sells pretty much the cool goodies for this event. Starting off with the companion, the Festival Lantern. Now, there's a Horde and there's an Alliance version. Let me go ahead and bring those up for you. Lantern. There is a Lunar Lantern, which you can see here, which, again, it costs the exact same. It's just from an Alliance point of view, and then, of course, you got the Festival Lantern from the Horde's point of view. Again, same vendor, same everything. You just got to buy one from Alliance and one from Horde, and they cost a total of 50 coins of ancestry. You can also purchase the Elune's Candle. You can get some Festival Dumplings. You can get a Festive Green Dress Cosmetic, which looks like this. You can get the same thing for the Festive Pink Dress, different colorway. Get the Festive Purple Dress, which actually looks pretty damn cool. And of course you get the Festive Black Pantsuit. You get the Festive Blue Pantsuit. And of course the Teal Pantsuit. You can also purchase a Lunar Festival Fireworks Pack. Now if you don't remember, that is all of these fireworks that are here in my bags. It's the same thing that you got from the quest. You can get the Perky Blaster, which is fireworks for the Perky Pug. You can get a Crown of Courage, which is a Helm cosmetic, a floral helm cosmetic. You can get the Crown of Prosperity, which is, again, another floral cosmetic. The Crown of Dark Blossoms, which is actually my favorite of the 4. And, of course, the Crown of Good Fortune. And, of course, you've seen it before, the Lunar Launcher mount is also purchasable from Valadar Starsong. Final vendor here, we got Ferial Starsong, which is next to Valadar here. This one sells mostly recipes, just giving you a heads up. You can get for tailoring a pattern of the festival dress. You can get for tailoring again the pattern of festival suit. You can get some small rocket recipes, which contains some rocket recipes for engineering. Same thing goes for some large rocket recipes. You can get the cluster rocket recipes for engineering as well as some large cluster rocket recipes. You can get the schematic of the firework launcher. You can get the schematic for the cluster launcher. Again, engineering can utilize these fireworks throughout the year pretty much. You get the schematic, which is the snake firework for engineering, and you can also get the schematic for the horde firework for engineering. Now, if you thought there was a horde, you can also get the alliance firework. There is a toy called the Everlasting Horde firework. There is also a toy that you can buy from the Alliance's perspective as well, which is the Everlasting Alliance firework. You can get a toy called the Red Dragon head costume. You get the Green Dragon head costume. You can also get the Blue Dragon head costume. You can get the Red Dragon body costume. I don't know why I couldn't see that. You can get the Green Dragon body costume. You can get the Blue Dragon body costume. And then, of course, you got the head, you got the body, you're trying to create a dragon here. The Red Dragon tail costume, you get the Green Dragon tail costume, and of course the Blue Dragon tail costume. There is also a Hearthstone toy called the Lunar Elders Hearthstone. Just like other in-game events, you can also get the Bind on Account upgrade items. And of course, that Lunar Launcher, that brand new mount, is also available for purchase from Ferial Starsong. Alrighty, so next up we're going to be going over the achievements for the Lunar Festival. So as you guys have seen within this video, we got the newest achievement for this year, which was Elders of Khazalgar, which is honoring the 8 Elders, which you saw in that little montagey part of the video. Same thing goes for the Elders of the Dragon Isles. There's a total of 8 there. There's Elders of the Alliance, a total of 3. Elders of the Horde, a total of 3. There's Elders of the Dungeons, which is probably the most annoying ones to get. There's also the Elders of Cataclysm. You also see that there is an achievement called Lunar Festival Finery. Purchase a festive pantsuit or festive dress with coins of ancestry. You can also get the Frenzied Firecracker achievement, which is to shoot off 10 festival firecrackers. So just purchase 10 festival firecrackers, spam it off in 30 seconds or less. You can get the Rocket's Red Glare, which is pretty much the same thing, but you're shooting off 10 red rocket clusters in 25 seconds or less. You get the Elders of Northrend. You get the Elders of Eastern Kingdoms, as well as the Elders of Kalimdor. There's also an achievement called Coins of Ancestry, but they go up ever so often from 1 to 5 to 10 to 25 and to a total, and the last one being 50. And of course, Elun's Blessing, which is defeating Omen, which you will get from completing the main quest line here for the Lunar Festival. Upon completing all of these, you will eventually get to honor one's elders, which is the meta achievement that will give you the title Elder. Thank you all very much for dropping by. Thank you all very much for tuning in to our Lunar Festival guide. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section and down below. Please subscribe and stay tuned for some more. Catch you all next time. Peace out, team.